Welcome to South Asia in Maps. This is J Reddy, your facilitator for South Asia in Maps educational channel. We try to bring cultural, geographical knowledge of South Asia, south of Karakoram Mountains, in the form of icons, images, and pictures for your easy understanding. We'll continue our fascination with Punjab. And this is a different presentation. We'll see mixing the British imperialism triumph with Punjab annexation of the Sikh state. So I call it Punjab annexation, British imperialism tidal bore. And in this presentation, after the talk, you will get a clear understanding of how the river flows, what is the tidal bore. The tidal bore, that means the ocean flows into the river upstream, and how the traditional Islamic imperialism has flowed from Khyber Pass to Chittagong in Bengal. British imperialism flew opposite direction from Kolkata finally to Lahore and finally to Peshawar, overlooking the Afghan yard to Khyber Pass. Thus the tidal bore we are talking about. After this presentation, you will get a clear understanding of Bengal Nawabs, Treaty of Alipur, Battle of Plassey in 1757, and Battle of Buxar in 64, that is 7 years later, 1764, that is 3 years later after Battle of Third Panipat, Treaty of Allahabad in 1765, Rohilla Wars, and Awadh Nawabs, Northwestern Frontier Province. Northwestern Province, not frontier, ceded districts, and Marathas, Anglo-Maratha Wars and Delhi secession, cis-settled states, and Treaty of Amritsar that Maharaja Ranjit Singh made with the British East India Company during the time of Lord Minto, and then Ranjit Singh's death in 1839 and anarchy descending in Punjab after his death, first Sikh war in 45-46 winter, and Treaty of Lahore in 1846 and second Treaty of Lahore after the second war, 1949 March. Annexation of Punjab, that means dissolution of Kingdom of Khalsa Raj. Then finally Durand Line in 1800s, and how it compared to the traditional native rulers of Shahis and invasions of Ghaznavis and Ghurids. That is the tidal bore of British imperialism. Let's look this in detail. Here I have mentioned what is a tidal bore. Tidal bore is a water that travels up from a river. We have a river this side. The water travels, let's say, from Gangotri in the Himalayan mountains to goes to Kanpur and goes to Benares, and from there Buxar and Pataliputra and Bhagalpur, Mangyar and Sahibganj, Rajmahals, and Nawabganj and Rajashahi, Pabna, joins Jamuna at Goyalondo, and finally joins Meghna at Chandpur and falls into Ganga Sagar, that's Bay of Bengal. That is the traditional river goes from up to down. Whereas tidal bore goes from ocean. How can a tidal bore go from ocean to upstream? That is the thing we are talking about. In the world planet it happens, and in many areas the up tides ebbs and goes up, and certain few kilometers in some areas even if it go more. So here we are depicting a tidal bore where the ocean waters, salty marshy waters, encroaching into the river and going to the river sometime. That's what we are going to discuss about British imperialism tidal bore that started at Calcutta on the banks of Ganga. That is a branch of Ganga called Bhagirath River or Hooghly River. Finally flew to Lahore and Peshawar and climbed up to Khyber Pass, the historic Khyber Pass. the entry point for the traders and mostly Islamized Muslim invaders. Bengal was ruled by Nawabs. Last Nawab was Alivardi Khan, who was a very erudite person. He has wars with Marathas and finally gave a lot of territory, made a peace with him, giving the Cuttack, Puri, Balsore and Sambalpur, these regions to Maratha ruler Raghuji Bhonsle. Alivardi Khan died in 1756. He is the grandson with an Islamic zealot, Siraj-ud-Dawla, came into political power he acquired, and he has lacked any military and the knowledge or anything political knowledge. He was antagonistic to the British for natural reasons also, and invaded their fort at Calcutta and finally defeated them. And at that time Afghans invaded Delhi like Jaman Shah in Lahore, so he got worried about that and made a hasty treaty called Alipur. Alipur is a suburb of Calcutta city now. That means essentially the war he won was really neutralized by the treaty, and the British were nurturing the antagonism against the Siraj-ud-Dawla, the Islamic zealot, who was the Nawab of Bengal. Bengal was a vast region. It is a Bengal East Bengal region, West Bengal region, parts of Dwars region, Assam. It is a Jharkhand, and it has regions in the Orissa and the Magad and Mithilanchal and Bhojpur and Bihar and so many. It's a very vast region. And Battle of Plassey and his courtiers were disaffected and they sided with the British, and it was not a military victory but a nominal victory where British became the masters of Bengal and put their own Nawab into on the throne of Bengal. Then wandering Mughal emperor, again a pretender to the throne, the nominal Mughal emperor Shah Alam Shani, at that time called Ali Gauhar or future Shah Alam II, and he was resident in the territory of Nawabs of Awadh, whose Nawabs of Awadh were also Nawab Wazirs. They were also prime ministers of Mughal emperor. And finally, they decided they have to Mir Qasim, who later succeeded Mir Jafar. All of them wanted to drive away British from Bengal, and each one has their own special interest. Mir Qasim wanted to be independent, and Sujawud-Dawla, Nawab of Awadh, at Faizabad on the banks of Sarayu River or Gagra River, wanted to control the entire Bengal as an wazir of Mughal emperors. And Shah Alam II, Ali Gauhar, didn't have anything. So if he wins, it will be generally a good political victory for him and he can be seated back on the Mughal throne in Delhi. So all of them have, and they met on the banks of river Ganga. From Pataliputra, Patna, you travel west on Ganga river, you get Danapur, then you will get Ara, then you will get Buxar. There is a town called Buxar and Ganga river. And the northern bank of that will have Ghazipur district, Balia district and Benaras or Varanasi districts. South of Ganga in the Bhojpur region or of Bihar, you have like Arra, Buxar, Sasram, Rohtas and all those areas. And a major war was fought at Battle of Buxar in 1764, and these Mughal allies were badly defeated. And next year, Clive came from England and they made a Treaty of Allahabad, where the Mughal emperor, nominal Mughal emperor Shah Alam II, was gave territory to East India Company called Diwani territory. They were allowed to collect the taxes formally, de facto now. De jure, previously they were doing the de facto, and now they were legally, because the territory, realm was given to them by the nominal ruler de facto. And later, the Governor General Warren Hastings, not Lord Hastings, encouraged the Sujawud-Dawla, who was now their client. That means they were protectorate, to fight against the Rohillas in the Rohilla War in 1772. and they were defeated, and Rohilkhand was annexed to the Awadh kingdom. So Awadh kingdom became very big, and after he died, Sujauddin's son Asafuddaulah passed away, I think 1917, 98 or so. The next successor gave them lot of territory, and they constituted, these are called ceded districts, and they constituted like a northwestern province. Northwestern province, that's different from northwestern frontier province. This is Peshawar region, that's different, northwestern province. And 2018, 03, the war broke out between East India Company and Marathas, Second Maratha War, and Lord Lake conquered all these regions from Daulat Rao Scindia, and Scindia gave Upper Doab and the Haryana region, at that time called Cis-Sutlej region, south of Delhi regions. And the British now became masters from Chittagong or Chittagong and Ganga Sagar up to the Sutlej River. Sutlej River is one of this is the Sutlej River. You can see Sutlej River here. That they established their cantonments in Ambala, south of Sutlej, and Ludhiana, south of Sutlej, and Ferozpur. These are the British districts, British cantonment. And a few years later, that means 1809, and when Maharaja Ranjit Singh tried to conquer these Sutlej states, and these Pulkian rulers of Nabha, Patiala, Jind and so on, asked for British protection. And British gave them protection, so Ranjit Singh was prohibited to cross Sutlej River. Sutlej River became the historical boundary between Ranjit Singh's domain in the north, that is Khalsa Sarkar, and British East India Company domains and the domains of their allies or friends, client states or subordinate states. 1809, Treaty of Amritsar was made. During the time of Lord Minto, when Charles Metcalfe met Maharaja at Amritsar, and Ranjit Singh conquered lot of territories of Lahore, Multan, Kasur, and Attock, and Derajat. This is the Derajat region, Laya, Bakar, and Muzaffargarh, and so on. And Jammu region was in his control already, and Kashmir region, that is Battle of Sopian. So enlarged the kingdom. He died in 1839. Anarchy followed in Punjab, and Sikhs during that anarchy were encouraged by the Khalsa army, which was unable to control them to cross Sutlej. British were looking for the casus belli, the reason to declare a war, and they also as intention, but there is no reason to do it immediately. So when Sikh soldiers, Khalsa soldiers, crossed Sutlej, they declared a war, and a brief 3-4 months war was fought, and British army moved up. The tidal bore of British imperialism crossed Sutlej, crossed Jalandhar, Kapurthala, and Bias river, entered Sindh and occupied Lahore. That is Treaty of Lahore, 1846 March, and Khalsa kingdom gave a lot of territory. Within 2 years, again the war broke down between the British and Khalsa Sarkar, and finally Lord Dalhousie at that time, that is 1849 March, decided to annex the Punjab, Khalsa residual or truncated kingdom of Ranjit Singh's descendant Maharaja Dalip Singh. He said, he dissolved the kingdom, annexed it to the British Empire. The tidal bore moved Sutlej to Ravi River, then Ravi River to Chenab River, then Jhelum River, entered into Potahar Plateau, that is Rawalpindi, Attock, Jhelum region. Then from Attock it entered into the Peshawar Basin, Nowshera, Peshawar, then Jamrod, then Landi Kotal and Torkam. That is, it came from Calcutta, Palasi to Peshawar, Jamrod, Landi Kotal. After a few years, Second Afghan War broke down between the Britishers and Afghan ruler, and afterwards the territory was demarcated properly, called Durand Line. Mortimer Durand. Durand was the British governor of British Punjab. His grandson is actually Mortimer Durand. He was not the governor. The grandson of the British Punjab's governor Durand was appointed. He was an important official, and he negotiated treaty with Abdul Rahman Khan, Amir of Afghania in Kabul, and the territory, Pashtun-speaking areas from Karakoram and Pakhtunkhwa and tribal administered territories, Baluchistan and Brahwi regions were demarcated. That is the Durand line. That what here we are interested is, previously, before Islamic invaders came to India, there is a Hindu-Buddhist kingdom of final days called Shahi kingdom. They ruled Kabul, they ruled Peshawar, they ruled up to Lahore. They were defeated by Ghaznavid, Sultan Ghazna, and he has a secondary capital at Lahore. Original capital was Ghaznavi, Ghazna city south of Kabul, and the second capital was Lahore and Ravi River. And finally, they were defeated by Ghurids. Ghori is a town in the Hindu Kush mountains, northwest of Kabul and north of Kandahar. And they overthrew Ghaznavis, and they had their headquarters implanted in Lahore. And finally, when Ghurid Muhammad Ghur defeated Prithviraj Chauhan, and he further extended the kingdom in Delhi and gave it to subordinates like Kabacha and Mamluk sultans and Qutbuddin Aibak and so on. So, what did we today talk about? We talked about the tidal bore of British imperialism. Tidal bore is the bore that comes from the ocean to river. That is generally an exception, whereas the river has to come from Gangotri to Ganga Sagar like that. But unlike that, British imperialism bore like a tidal bore from Calcutta, that is Haldia and Falta and Calcutta and Barakpur and so on, and Faraka and Rajmahal, Sahibganj, Mangyar, Bhagalpur, Patliputra, and it moved. So, tidal bore of British imperialism from Calcutta, that is Ganga Sagar, ascend to Indo-Gangetic plains, ascends into Indus, then enters in Magad, Patna region, Mithilanchal region, the northern part of Ganga river in Bihar. Then it enters into Purbanchal region, Benares region, Ajamgarh and Faizabad, those. Then enters into Awadh Pradesh, Barabanki, Lucknow, Sitapur, Kheri and those areas. And Rohilakand and Upper Dobs and Lower Dobs. Then enters Delhi. Then enters into 6 settled states, today's Haryana. That Haryana, Hisar and Bhiwani, Rohtak and Jind and all those areas. Finally crosses, it stays there for a few years, and after Sikh wars it crosses the Bias river, enters into Maza. Maza is territory between Bias and Ravi, Upper Barido, Maza region, and occupies Lahore, and finally annexes the kingdom and enters in the, once you annex means the vast territory outside of the Bias river to outside of the Kabul river in Khyber Pass is Britishers actually. Pothohar Plateau and Peshawar Basin and Jamrad, the historic entry point in the plains once you descend from Khyber Pass, which is around about 1,000 meters, little more than 1,000 meters, and Jamrad is around about because Peshawar Basin, because the Indus Basin should be around about 250 or so. It will be little more, maybe around about 300 meters or 350 meters. Jamrad Fort, it stops at the Khyber Pass, and we talked about the Durand line, the demarcation. That means the tidal bore from Haldia and Falta, Calcutta overlooks Jalalabad Basin in Afghania. So that's what we talked about. So I guess we have a very good interesting thing, how the British imperialism tidal bore flew. We talked about the Bengal Nawabs, Treaty of Alipur, Battle of Palasi, Battle of Buxar, and Battle of Treaty of Allahabad, Rohilla Wars, Awadh Nawabs, the Northwest Province and ceded districts, Maratha Wars and secession of Delhi, and Cis-Sutlej dates where the British tidal bore stopped for a couple of years, Treaty of Amritsar, and death of Maharaja Ranjit Singh in 1839, anarchy in Punjab, first Anglo-Sikh war in the winter 45-46, first Treaty of Lahore, second war in 49 March, second Treaty of Lahore, annexation, and the finally tidal bore stop at Torkam, Landi, Kotal, overlooking the Khyber Pass on the other side at Jamrat, and later demarcation of the clear line. That's what we talked about the Punjab annexation in the context of rising British imperialism on tidal bore. This is J. Reddy, your facilitator at South Asia in MAPS, the educational channel that brings you the knowledge of South Asia. South of Karakoram, here there are Karakoram mountains. South of Karakoram, here is Kanyakumari. North of Kanyakumari, the east of Kutch in Gujarat, east of Kalat in Balochistan, east of Khyber Pass, Pakhtunkhwa, Peshawar region, and west of Kamrupa, that is in the lower Brahmaputra valley. And please continue to share and encourage our channel and give your feedback, comments, and subscriptions. And we will continue our further wanderings along the fascinating channels of Punjab history, geography in the coming years. Keep watching. This is J. Reddy, your facilitator. Thank you very much and see you later.